What's up guys, it's MTG Matthew back with another Adventures in the Forgotten Realms Standard 2022 deck for you guys. And today we're going into the ladder with a Sultai list. I made Sultai Control list, and as you see, I had two versions of this deck. I'm gonna present the second version because it's actually the one that got me to Mythic. Exactly, so this is the deck I used to climb all the way up through Diamond to reach Mythic finally. And it's pretty cool to play. It's a control deck, which, you know, in control decks you always need to make a decision, but it's very fun to play and it's in a way very straightforward. So what's the deal with this deck? The idea of this deck is we have two copies of Harness Infinity, one of these Mythic rares from Strixhaven, which didn't really receive much attention in the current standard. But in Standard 2022, after rotation, this is a very powerful Mythic because it is very powerful. You pay 7 mana at instant speed to exchange your hand and graveyard, and then you exile Harness Infinity. So the whole idea of this deck is built around the fact that our deck basically says, because I have Harness Infinity, I'm going to have more stuff than you have, right? We're gonna have more stuff than our opponent if our opponent is aggro anyway, and if you're facing a control matchup, then we're also going to have more stuff, even more stuff than like something like Orzhov Control, like this Blood Money deck, which can generate a lot of value with Kaya and all these, you know, learn cards. We're gonna have even more value than those decks with Harness Infinity, because we'll just have our graveyard will just be an extension of our hand. That's the whole idea, and it's really fun to cast this spell. It's, if you cast it and you get like 10 cards back from your graveyard, it just feels good, right? It's amazing. So, and then the rest of this deck is really just a classic Sultai Control list with some spice here and there to enable this, right? And then our eventual win condition is simply 4 Crawling Barrens. That's how we're gonna win, right? We're just gonna pump mana into this guy, into this land. Which I've become a big fan of, because in the standard after rotation there are a lot of very good mana lands, and you basically almost find mana lands in every deck, like the Faceless Havens of this world, or all these mana lands we got from AFR. And I do think for control decks, Crawling Barrens is still the better option, because while I've seen, for example, people use Hall of the Storm Giants to use as their man land in a control deck, I think Crawling Barrens is better, because in a control deck you just want to have ways to use your mana at instant speed and be reactive to your opponent, and Crawling Barrens just costs 4 mana and also doesn't require any specific mana. You just need to have 4 mana laying around. And so with Crawling Barrens it's very easy to, you know, hold on your mana, hold on like a Saw It Coming counter spell. And then if you didn't need the mana, you just pump just 4 mana into it, and it grows and grows and grows. Whereas the other mana lands, they always stay static, and a card like Hall of the Storm Giants always requires you to pay 7 mana. 7 mana? No, 6 mana actually. And with Crawling Barrens, it's very easy to occasionally just pay 4 mana, get in for some damage, and be good, right? So Crawling Barrens, I think, for the new format is going to be an exceptional choice for control decks. So that's the win condition. Let's go through the rest of the deck. How are we actually getting there? We have... Let's start actually at the top, more or less. We have 4 copies of Shadow's Verdict, because this deck, the biggest enemy of this deck is something like Mono White. Right, because Mono White is super aggressive, so we need 4 copies of Shadow's Verdict to deal with that. Then we got 4 copies of Binding the Old Gods, gets rid of everything, and ramps us. Very, very nice. Being able to get rid of everything is important for the standard after rotation, because there are a lot of Planeswalkers running around, but there's also stuff like Skeleton Swarming control deck, where you need the ability to remove an enchantment, and Binding the Old Gods provides you with that. Then 4 copies of Baleful Mastery, also an MVP of this deck, right? Gets rid of Planeswalkers, exiles creatures, exile, always very nice. And it's flexible in how much mana you want to pay. You can either pay 2 mana, your opponent draws a card, or just pay 4 mana to exile target creature or planeswalker. Then we have 3 copies of Behold the Multiverse for card draw, 4 copies of Saw It Coming for countering, a single copy of Solve the Equation, which I think is really cool. That's the spice I was talking about in this deck. It's 3 mana in blue. It says, search your library for an instant or sorcery card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. This card is mainly meant to find Harness Infinity, because more than 2 copies of Harness Infinity seems excessive. But then when you want it, right? So Solve the Equation is basically a way of putting a 3rd copy of Harness Infinity into the deck, while providing the flexibility of not having to be Harness Infinity. Because if you're against a very aggressive deck, you could also just tutor up a Shadow's Verdict, or you can tutor up a Baleful Mastery, you can do it off a Planeswalker, and so forth, right? So just a single copy of that I think is really cool and provides you with a lot of flexibility. Then at the lower hand we have 4 copies of Hunt for Specimens, gives us a blocker and gives us access to Learn, 4 Environment Sciences, 4 Containment Breaches, and 4 Mascot Exhibitions, right? Which can also provide us with a board. That's very nice. And 4 copies of Flunk. This deck is a second version of this deck idea, because originally I had 4 copies of Quandrix Command in there. But what ended up happening is that I was just losing hardcore to mono white decks or to very aggressive decks, and Quandrix Command didn't really give much value in those matchups. So I put Flunk in here because Flunk is obviously very good against aggressive decks which empty out their hand very fast. But also, I chose Flunk over Power Word Kill simply for the reason that Power Word Kill can't hit Faceless Havens, whereas Flunk can, right? So, because if we just quick look this up, Power Word Kill says destroy entire non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, non-dragon creature, and Faceless Haven is every creature type, so you can kill Faceless Haven with Power Word Kill, and the new format is all about being able to deal with those manlands if you're a control deck. So Flunk hits that and also hits early decks, which is really, really nice. Also gets around indestructible, but that's actually not relevant in the new format for now. And then the last bit of spice I'm very proud of is a single copy of Wizard Class. I was looking for a way to, have no maximum hand size, so I really just typed in maximum hand size into the search engine, and this popped up. For 1 mana you get an enchantment class, and the first level says you have no maximum hand size. Why do you want this in here? Well, because, sometimes you cast Harness Infinity, and you get back like 10 cards, and while, it's not a big deal to discard down to 7 cards. Again, the way this deck wants to win is by having more stuff than your opponent. So Wizard Class allows us to just keep all the stuff we get from Harness Infinity. And it's just a 1 mana investment, it's really not a big deal. And also, we can upgrade this to level 2 to draw 2 cards. So it also replaces itself, and at the end of the day, if you think about it, you pay in total 4 mana to draw 2 cards. At sorcery speed, which is bad, but Behold the Multiverse is also 4 mana draw 2 cards. I know, with upside and everything, but my point being is that Wizard Class, putting 1 copy in this deck is actually not a downside, right? Because it replaces itself, and it gives us this big value with Harness Infinity. So that's some cool spice. And speaking of maximum hand size, we also have a single copy of Seagate Restoration, for obvious reasons that we can draw cards. But also, this can also give us no maximum hand size, which also synergizes with Harness Infinity. So that's the deck, and considering the land base, it's your usual dual land stuff and everything, and 4 copies of Foreign Brands. But also, final thing to note is 2 copies of the World Tree, because we are a 3-color deck, and Harness Infinity is very hard to cast, right? It's very restricted. You need exactly 3 black mana, exactly 3 green mana, and 1 generic mana. And the World Tree really helps us out in a way that as long as we have 6 or more lands, any land that we have taps for mana of any color, And this is especially more important because we, as I said, we also have 4 copies of Crawling Barrens, which only tap for colorless mana, so this way Crawling Barrens can also provide us with colored mana. And that's the deck. Alright, and we have 3 copies of Professor Onyx, and completely forgot about Professor Onyx here, but yeah, Liliana is just the way, you know. She draws out cards, the static ability is very relevant to gain life back, and she's just another win condition, so Liliana, there's not really much explanation needed here. So that's the deck. As I said, I used this to climb to Mythic, had a lot of fun playing it. You should definitely try out Harness Infinity. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I see you guys soon. Okay, again, we have a flank. That's saw it coming. Yeah, we won't need any removal here, so we can just foretell. And chill. Oh, nice. The World Tree is great. Let's foretell again. Actually, let me adjust the camera. All right. I'm binding here just for the mana, basically. Go. Nice. And with access to all the mana, we can play an Onyx. Now I don't want to kill these, because if I kill these, he's going up to 5 mana and could play a Lolth. Okay. Wait, how does this work? Yeah, right, I can't... Yeah, I would have to counter the copies, right? Separately, so... Just countering the 1 plump burn there doesn't really make sense. I guess. So this represents 4 damage. I think it's okay to just play Onyx here.
The essence of life is inseparable from the essence
take a land,
of
actually.
Come on,
Now he either has direct
something
removal,
useful.
but if he doesn't, we're in very good position with 2 counter spells and flunk. Okay, he's got the Kaya, it's fine, we got the binding for that.
Death is inevitable. If anyone needs me, don't.
Actually, right now, flank wouldn't hit the Hive, but Baleful Mastery does. So now we're looking for our Infinity here. Okay, so we want to draw a Harness Infinity or a Sultai Quake to find the Harness Infinity, right? Also now we can start pumping mana into Crawling Barrens. Okay, he's just drawing a bunch of cards. I'm gonna block this. If he tries to kill the Barrens, then so be it. Without coming for that. Eight cards in hand. Yeah, I wanna attack here. Sure, he gets to learn, but I want to start applying pressure because I've got nothing better to do with this hand. Really. If he activates a hive, we can Baleful Mastery it. I don't want to give him another card. I'll just pay 4 mana. The Baleful Mastery is pretty legit. I hope he doesn't play another creature here because... Yeah, perfect, because now we can actually just attack. Right, we counter spell back up. The hive is kind of annoying because you can exile cards from our graveyard. Plus I can block it with a Crawling Barrens. Plus I got Menace, but he's not attacking with that. Interesting. Okay. I mean, we can force him to have to block the Barrens because this is getting very big and he's down to 14 life already. And we can attack with this with 2 counter spells in the back. Okay, sure. That's actually I think I'm gonna discard a Sultai Control because I want to get this out of the way. Disciple, to be able to just swing with the Crawling Barons, right? That's just an annoying blocker right here. Oh, Baleful Mastery is great. Baleful Mastery is actually great. Now, funnily, he can't. He can block here. Can activate one of those lands, so that's good for us. And now we have 5 mana open, so we can Baleful Mastery and saw it coming. Wait, he played a Kaya, right? But I can counter a Kaya, so yeah. Get rid of the Haven. Nice thing here about getting rid of the Haven is that if we attack with our Crawling Barons, he has to block with the Hive, which is nice because these have Menace. So normally we wouldn't be able to block them, get rid of them that way. But by attacking, we can actually get rid of them through combat. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. He has to block here. And we even, you know, reduce his mana base. Which isn't that important, he's still got 8 mana, but we're just getting rid of his mana lands. GG, nice. Okay, great starting hand. For a hunt we have Slunk, Hunt for fixing, Guild Binding for removal. Right. Fawn Harness Infinity. Again an Esper deck. Huh. I think I'm just gonna grab an island now. For Behold the Multiverse. Okay, it seems like this is definitely gonna be a matchup where counterspells are gonna be important. So at 5 mana he could play a Lolth if that's what he's doing with his Esper deck. I wanna hold on the counterspell and otherwise play the Crawling Barons. Foretell, Behold the Multiverse. Attacks. Wait, he missed his land drop, right? Another Behold. Yeah, land and another Behold the Multiverse. Very nice. Okay. So ideally you want to work towards a Professor Onyx with a counter spell. I'm just gonna pump this up, let's just be mana efficient. I think I'm actually attacking here to prepare battlefield for next turn. So next turn is a turn where I think we want to start attacking with Crawling Barons. I gotta say I'm a little bit confused what our opponent is trying to accomplish with his deck. I don't want another hunt. Multiverse is fine. Can just use all that here. Do like another corner for sure. That's for sure. Play Onyx now. Let's play Onyx with a counter spell. He does have 4 mana, so he could have 2 counter spells, but if you get 2 counter spells, wow, out of his hand, that's even better.
That's Professor Onyx to you.
Okay, now we take Sword coming.
I have impeccable study habits.
The nice thing is also we have only 2 Crawling Barons untapped, so he might forget about the World Tree and the fact that we can still cast a counter spell. I mean, at the end of the day, the more cards he uses, the more cards we get out of his hand, the better, because we have the luxury, so to say, of Harness Infinity, right? So we can just use our resources, our cards, without thinking too much whether it's worth spending them, because we're gonna get them back, right? That's a beauty. Oh ho ho! I mean, we can't cast it and have a counter spell on, so that's not a good idea, but I think I'm flunking this Eye Twitch. Just have it out of the way. I have 7 mana. With 7 mana, I can attack and have a counter spell open. So I'll just foretell this, and we're just patient. Attack. Poison the cup. Vanishing Verse isn't helping, sure. Again, we just getting all the cards out of his hand, right? And then in the end we can just harness and finish. Should we play a Secret Restoration? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, nice. Haya with his art. Let's go.
Finish the job.
I think that's definitely worth it. We give him a card, but he's not getting the Eye Twitch. He's not getting Kaya. Okay, now we can just kill Kaya. Binding. If he counters this, it's great. We just play another Binding. Fill up our graveyard even more. And, you know, strip him of even more resources. Yeah. That's perfect. That's actually perfect. We also know that he can get his Kaya back because he's not running Snowlands. So we already took away 2 Sword coming from him, 2 Kayas. Right? 2 Kayas. No, that's 1. Oh okay, there was no forest left in this deck. It's fine. I think it's a good spot to just Secret Restoration and see if it resolves. If not, again, it's fine. We got Harness Infinity. We actually don't care. Okay. Now I gotta say, Mascot Exhibition is annoying, but we do have Flunk and we do have Fallen Baron. Can block. I think I just want to ignore this for now and still go Secret Restoration. Easy. Look at our hand. Look at the resources we have. Okay, lols. We got the Binding for that. So next time we go Binding to the Verdict. See, this is just this is how we win. The way we win is we just have more stuff than our opponent. Right? We have a full hand of how many cards? We have
nothing more.
A hand of 8 cards. And our whole graveyard represents 19 more cards we can get. So crazy. Nice. I play Liliana. And we're towards our condition.
New life,
We saw it coming open. We want the Falling Barons. And we can actually play the Wizard class. For 1 mana. Now we can start winning. Okay, he's already used 3 Vanishing versus 2 Kayas. I wonder what this is. Is this Orange Company? Okay, confront the past. Actually... Okay, we have our own confronted past to deal with his Kaya. To hunt the specimens. Task. X equals 3.
That's it. I quit.
Okay, now we actually want to start winning. Don't need to build a board presence or anything. We just start swinging. And we have really infinite resources. We have no maximum hand size, so if we ever cast Harness Infinity, we actually just get 25 cards. Yeah, I'm just punching this. And next turn we got lethal. Look at our hand! We played so many cards, we still got basically a full hand. This is powerful, man. Okay, let's go. Let's go. One last game here. Okay, let's go. The end boss. And we got a nice hand. Yeah, this is probably the Blood Money deck, which does have a ton of value, but I think we might be able to outvalue them, as crazy as that sounds. They do have the Dream Opener though. Are they playing a lull for a Kaya? They don't. That is good. Okay, if you draw 2 cards here, we have to discard, which I actually don't like. But it's mana efficient. I'm just gonna... Let's just get another one. Okay, so it's not a Blood Money. I'm not sure. I haven't tried this card yet, but it seems great. Yeah, I actually don't want to give him a treasure here. Because 5 mana is... 5 mana is a important breaking point. 37 breaks, right? They played a lot of that turn and so forth. And yeah. So what I don't like here is that he can sack Avondef to Scalper Merchant. I think a great compromise here is I'm gonna Baleful Mastery the Avondef, and he can sack it to draw a card, but then he's not drawing a card through Baleful Mastery, right? Here. Shadow's Verdict is great. Yeah, Shadow's Verdict is actually very nice because we can get rid of the Scalport Merchant, which otherwise would repeatedly make it so that we can't exile Avondef. That's what we want to do. Ah, he can cast Avondef! Ah! That is bad. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, come on! We do have Flunk, but... Oh, come on. That's just bad manners. I can exile that guy. But I might be able to hit... Just have to pass here. Okay, him playing a card there is big, because now Flunk deals exactly 3 damage, which means I can get rid of the Faceless Haven. That is huge. That is so huge. So do we get to live one more turn here? Come on, exile it. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Oh, and he passes. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god. I'm playing Professor Onyx here. He doesn't have enough mana to flash another Emblem, and if she stays on board, he can gain no life back. Soul Shatter, that's fine. I think we want another Baleful Mastery. For instant speed interaction. We have solved the equation to grab a what's it called? Harness in Infinity anytime we need it. We need to. Really? Okay, sure. Actually, we might find a binding, which we then can play. Professor Onyx saw it coming. Wait, next turn I'm gonna Baleful Mastery this, but I also need to take care of Kaya. So I definitely don't want to saw it coming. What do I rather have? I'd rather have another... You know, I'd rather have a Hunt for Specimens, maybe. I'd rather have another Baleful Master, but there's only one left in the deck. Binding the Old Gods would also be nice. I think I don't want to Professor Onyx. Flunk is great. Okay. Okay, again, Flunk is amazing. Because we can actually kill Faceless Haven with it.
Ghosting feels weird, right?
Let's go. Flunk is doing the job. Got a Cave of the Frostbank, so again I actually can deal with Kaya here. That is really bad. Oh, what am I doing? I actually need... I need Forest for Harness Infinity. Okay, let's solve the equation. I guess I just get a Behold the Multiverse because... Like, I'm too far away from Harness Infinity. Could also get another Baleful Mastery against Kaya. I think that's the reasonable move here. Let's get rid of her. Well, man, this is... Oh, this game is tough. We can kill this cave with Baleful Mastery, but then we're out of resource and we're facing the flyer that we don't have an answer to. Just every... Okay, we got rid of 2 Faceless Havens, we got rid... I don't know. Man, I should have played that one forest. That was a big mistake. Otherwise, we would have had a harness. Damn. Okay, I don't know how to do the side twitch. And this guy has bought all the cool hearts, hasn't he? Oh man, I messed that up. I should have gotten the forest right there, and then could have gone, you know, harness infinity back. Yeah, that's fortunately that's not enough. Damn! Ah! Man. Man. Okay, this seems fine. We're going first. Let's go. Come on. Okay. Come on. Is this another blood money deck? Here. Sucks a bit, but it's fine. I guess this is in our Blood Money deck. So last time we lost against that kind of deck, but this time we got a better start. A way better start, actually. Really? He's taking Shadow's Verdict. Interesting. There's nothing to counter, we can just promote the multiverse here. Huh. Oh, I see. I can actually... I think I should counter this. Because right now I don't have a way to deal with the board. And you know the life gain is annoying, to say the least. Okay. We're gonna get to the Shadow's Verdict eventually. I'm not really looking for Battle Masteries, I'm looking for board wides. I'm looking for binding the old gods, stuff like that. Okay, maybe we have Shadow's Verdict for next turn. Guess we just chill here. Okay, so this is Angels? You know what? I'm gonna behold the multiverse to see what we're actually getting. I do like the Secret Restoration. Okay, we have a solved the equation, which means we can always get our graveyard back, which isn't... Isn't great right now in terms of removal. I feel like I should get rid of that angel. Should not take this damage, especially if I want to cast Secret Restoration next turn. And he knows that I have a Shadow's Verdict upcoming, so he might be hesitant to play more here. Yeah, he's already checking it. So this might give me a window to play Secret Restoration. Oh wait, I can't play it. Right. I need three blue mana for that. But I'm not gonna get a Harness Machine, I'll just get another Shadow's Verdict, because I'm gonna need it. And I attack here. If he blocks, I gain a life. I'm happy with that. Okay, I mean, we take some damage here, but we have our Shadow's Verdict. Now this is 5 damage. If he can gain 10 life in a turn, we would actually be dead. Probably should not risk that. Because the thing is, I could cast Secret Restoration here to get really far ahead. Take 5 damage, but can he gain 10 life? I mean, there's nothing foretold, so he can't like cast a Starnheim Unleashed and gain like 3 angels to gain 12 life. That won't happen. I don't know if he has if he has other ways to gain the life. Doesn't have any manlands. I think I want to do it. This seems greedy, but it's putting us really, really far ahead. I mean, now we have all the resources, and he needs to find a way to gain 10 life. Otherwise, he can't do it. Okay. Let's go.
Death is inevitable.
Let's go. I mean, Kaya is annoying, but we have binding.
Here, let me help.
Gonna get right stuff back, but it's totally fine. Totally fine. Cast Verdict first. It's fine. He's getting the Valkyrie back. That's totally fine. He's getting a 1/1. That's also okay.
Look, I can't do everything.
And he doesn't have snow mana, so he won't get that back with, you know, Blood on the Snow or something. Barons. And yeah, we're just gonna Shadow's Verdict here again. Wait. I have 10 mana. What else could we do? The thing is, after this Verdict, we don't have another board wipe, so... But we do have 2 Baleful Masteries, so I think, yeah, we Shadow's very clear. And play the Wizard class. And this can draw us 2 more cards next turn. We have we have 2 Baleful Masteries and a Binding. So we still have ways to remove stuff from the board individually. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I have 10 mana next turn, so I can go Binding, Baleful. I don't want to give him cards actually. Oh, let's go. We got Harness. Okay, now we kind of don't care, or like almost don't care how we use our resources. Actually, we need a 3rd forest for Harness Infinity. I'm gonna use it to do this main phase. I have no idea if he runs like a Zendikar Rising, a protection land or something. Okay, Hunt is nice because we can get Hunt is really nice because we can get Containment Breach. Okay, Professor Onyx. Professor Onyx actually great. Get rid of Angel here.
Open your books to page 17 or something. Well, darn. Looks like you flunked out. Wow.
And again, I'm doing this main phase. And actually getting a Containment Breach because this is really annoying to deal with the Rampage if you want to, you know, have a creature board ourselves. And wow, I mean, that really paid off because now we have a really nice board and we are going to have an incredible Harness Infinity soon. Let's attack first. Draw all this as Death Touch. Okay, let's see what we got. I do like the wall tree. Don't need another Onyx. Bam.
Come on, there's gotta be something useful.
Oh, wait. It's fine. If I cast this, I go down to 9 mana. And if for some reason he can pump this, I still have 2 mana left for Baleful Mastery. Okay, so that's fine. Okay. Yeah, no. Let's go! And no maximum hand size, so we can just keep everything. How many cards do we have? 18 cards in hand. He took the Seagate Restoration, okay. I don't want to cast this, I mean I'm gonna deck myself. If he goes for Professor Onyx, I'm actually gonna get rid of this. He's not, okay. Let's take the damage then. Okay, too bad, but it's fine.
Guess you don't need my help.
Okay, first things first, let's Shadow's Verdict. Oh! Whoops, that wasn't Shadow's Verdict. It's still fine. Still fine. Whoops. What happens if you have 18 cards in hand? Man, now we can attack. Damn. Okay. That's not what was going. should have happened. Let's just foretell. I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there. Okay, let's just start. Okay. Ah! We did it! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, Mythic with Sultai Infinity, let's go. Hey there, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of content and want to see more fresh decks and standard meta decks, please consider subscribing, I would really appreciate it, and I see you guys soon.